Hello. Bloody hell, let's try that again. Hello, and yeah, here we are with another video of No Man's Ski, named after the famous Soviet era Russian author, or something like that. Now, there's been a few changes since the last video that I did. Then again, the last video I made of this game was quite a while ago. Now, I still have the same pig ugly ship. But among the changes are, well, my character looks a bit different now, including this, yeah, the new helmet that he has on, which looks a bit hideous, looks a bit too big. And I got that as a result of doing some of the community events, because they hadn't been added to the game when I did the last video. But a new community event has started today, so we'll have a look at those. I'm just going to quickly have a look and see what missions there are here. Alright, let's see what we have got. You may notice that my balance has changed somewhat. At the end of the last video, it just passed 300 million. I now have 2,117,500,949, which isn't bad. 32,626 nanite clusters, and I also have the Quicksilver, 11,330. You get Quicksilver from doing the community events. Unfortunately, there isn't a huge amount to spend it on at the moment, but well, again, I'll show you that in a few. There's no missions there that grab me, so I won't bother with that. I do need to head back to the base at some point, because I've got all this little lot to deposit. But I do want to check and see if there are any other missions worth doing in this system. So we'll go back to the ship, and we'll call in the capital ship. And you may notice the capital ship looks a bit different, because I have a new one, which is a damn sight bigger than the old one. It's fucking enormous. My fleet of frigates has also grown. There are now 14 of them. And I'm still after a couple more. I still want one more industrial frigate and one more combat frigate. I'm particularly keen to get another combat one, but I'm a bit fussy about which frigates I recruit. I want them to be at least B rated, and you don't find a huge amount of them. So let's take a look then at what do we have here. None of the rewards interest me, and none of those missions do anything that I would really benefit from, so they're not worth doing. Anyway, so we'll have a look at the fleet then. So this is what I have. I have two S-class frigates. Now, I did recruit one. I can't remember which one it was. The other one, actually this is the one that I recruited. The other one started as either a B rated, it may have been an A, but I think it was a B rated. And as it does more missions and has more successful encounters, it eventually gets a rating improvement. So I have two of the S-class. I have 4 A-class, 5 B-class, so I only have 3 crappy C-class frigates, but my 2 combat frigates are both C-rated, so they're not that great. That is why I am particularly keen to get another combat frigate, and well, there's no preferably about it. It needs to be B rated at least. I'm not going to bother with another C. As far as the industrials, okay, one is an A and one is a B, so I don't really care what industrial frigate I get as long as it isn't another C. When the update before this current one came along, it made recruiting frigates a bit awkward because the icons weren't showing properly, and some frigates that had the recruitable frigate icon showing next to them actually weren't recruitable at all, whereas some that had no icons showing at all you could recruit. So it was pure guesswork. You just had to fly through the fleet and hopefully pick up the signal from one of them. That seems to have been fixed with the update that came along today, I'm pleased to say. Now I have started building the mobile base on this capital ship. I think this is the biggest of this type you can get. It is an A rated one, if I'll show you in yeah, so it is A rated. It has 34 slots, so it's the maximum slots you can have on a freighter or capital ship, whatever you want to fucking call it, or even one of them. So I don't think I'll be changing this capital ship at all. So yeah, so I started building the mobile base. Now I haven't got very far with it, to put it mildly. In fact, what I've done is build one hydroponic tray. That's it. I do have two of the fleet command stations. This one here, that one there. But I mean, you need those anyway if you're going to send frigates out on missions or expeditions or whatever. So yeah, I haven't done a huge amount on here yet, but I will be now that I'm pretty much sticking with this one. I don't need to change the freighter anymore. I have also increased the number of ships I have. So I have this. This is one of the S-class ones that looks a bit like a fucking squid or something. But yeah, 17 slots. It's not very impressive, although its stats are pretty good. And then over here, this is another S-class ship that I picked up. 19 slots, so slightly better in terms of the inventory slots available. Its stats are again pretty good, but the other two were the two that I showed in the previous video, so no need to go in those again. I haven't done anything to any of the S-class ships I've got yet, because I really want to get an S-class hauler here with 48 slots. Not really asking too much, eh? I know they are out there, so yeah, I'm going to carry on hunting for them. Anyway, there's not much happening in this system, so I will be moving on, but before we do that, I'm going to head back to my base. Going there for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I have quite a lot of stuff here that I need to drop off, and secondly, if I'm going to do the community event, then yeah, the system where my base is in is a good place to do so. Right, so let's bugger off. one change that has also been done is that now when you use the teleporter to return to your base, your ship is placed on a landing pad. About fucking time, if you ask me. I've got a couple of plants that I can harvest, make use of those. Well, I'll gather them anyway. There has been a change with regards to farming, and to say that it's not been very popular is a masterpiece of understatement, but I cannot see why that is the case. Firstly, the materials that you need have changed for some of the plants, but the changes completely make sense. So if you want to plant any of, the cactus, the solar vine, the frostwort, or the I can't remember what the ones that the star bulbs come from are called, you actually need some of the actual materials themselves. So the star bulb to plant that plant, the cactus flesh to plant that one, which makes sense. Where would you get the seeds from? So the people who are complaining about, oh, you now have to get, loads more materials in order to, what? It makes perfect fucking sense to me. I don't see what the fuck is wrong with it. The other change I'll show actually as I'm leaving here. Can't do anything more with those. Nothing in there, I don't think. Oh, yes there was. So we have 5 fusion accelerants there. I don't think there's anything in here to go in. Nope. This is full of gas. Yeah, and very full. No, that's no good. This is for this is basically the overflow room, so to speak, or the overflow storage. Now this I can use. Bring out those, because I can make 2 more of the geodesite. Alright. While I'm here, I'll also quickly refine the ferrite dust, because I need 10 of those. Right. Now I'm fairly sure I do have enough stuff here. All of this lot that I'm keeping, actually the magnetized ferrite I don't need to keep with me, do I? No, right, I'll put that back in the storage area. I think I have got enough to put together one of the decent paying items. Alright, that's everything there, I think. Oh no, need some ammonia. And that's it. Yep, alright. Now let's have a look. So I have unstable gel and I have fusion accelerant. So I need to make acid. I can't remember what the items are. Fungal mould, mordite, right. Well, I'm sure fungal mould is growing in my the biosphere areas, so we're going to get those. Also grab the copyright while we're here. Now for the moment I don't need anything else. It looks like, yeah, all the plants around here have grown, but I don't need to pick up any more of them, so let's just grab these. Okay, we'll head back to the storage area. Hopefully I have enough to make 2 of those 2 acid. Right, so 1. Yes, I can do 2 of them. Just rather low on fungal mold now. Okay, so with the acid we'll combine that with 2 unstable gels, so now we can make the liquid explosive. Pull that one back. Then the liquid explosive and the fusion accelerant combine to make a portable reactor, so I'll do 2 of them. Now, I've only got 1 quantum processor at the moment. Well, I'll make another one. So I'll make a few of them. Right, so let's make the superconductor from the semiconductor and the enriched carbon. Right, and then the superconductor combined with the circuit board will make some more of those quantum processors. So quantum processor, portable reactor and 2 geodesite will make the fusion igniter, which is worth 15.6 million units each, and I've made 2 of them. So that's over 31 million right there. Quite handy. I think you're starting to see now why I have so many units in my balance. Right, so fusion igniter will go into the starship. I think I might need a bit more light. Now the antimatter and the ion battery I need to keep because I need those to build a new item, which is well, I won't be able to show it actually here because I don't need it on this system, but it allows you to summon any of your exocraft. And speaking of exocraft, we have a new one, a 4th exocraft type. This one right here, the Pilgrim, which as you can see is a motorcycle, and you all know how much I fucking love motorcycles, but this isn't so bad. Now as far as upgrading it, well, it's all changed. In fact, it would be easier to show you by boarding a different one. Well, you see me use the Nomad quite a few times, so you'll notice first of all that there are more slots. So this now has 16, I think originally it had 12. Also, either 2 or 3 of the previous upgrades for it are now obsolete, they've been changed. So I had to get rid of them. In fact, I had to get rid of them for all 3 of the exocrafts, and they've been replaced by these. And these upgrades, this one is to the engine, and this one is to the booster. You buy those just like you buy all the other upgrades to, you know, your multi-tool, the Starship, the exosuit. You buy them, you pay for them with nanites, and you buy them from, I'll just do this to switch it and we'll get out straight away. You buy them from someone in your base, namely the Vy'keen bloke who sorts out the Exocraft to begin with. So we're going to speak to him and he'll say, yeah, he's found another location. Don't need to worry about that so much. It's the purchase Exocraft upgrades that we're more interested in. And of course I'm only interested in the S-Class ones. So 360 for S-Class. And yeah, there's plenty of them available. So you can upgrade every aspect of your Exocraft. Another thing that you can do to them all. Yeah, oh, by the way, this statue here, yeah, I bought that using Quicksilver from the community events. Anyway, another change is that you can alter how your Exocraft handles. So on this one, yeah, I've got this upgrade here, grip boost suspension. With this one, it means that I can do much sharper turns than that. But you can install this one here, which will improves the Exocraft's ability to drift, and this one improves the Exocraft's ability to slide. So you can change the handling to, you know, suit your own particular driving style any way you like. Another change, which we'll get out again, is that on the Exocraft pads you can alter the paint job, plus the decals on the cockpit, on the side pods, spoiler, and you can even adjust the booster colour. I don't really want to do any of those, so we won't apply those changes. Now I consider that ability to change all of those colours quite minor, but it does of course raise one point with regards to comparing this to Elite Dangerous. Because if you're playing Elite Dangerous and you want to change the colours of your surface rover, you've got to buy it. Okay, it may only be like £3, but for £3 you get at best 6 colours. Here you've got, well, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and then you can change the accents. And that's just the paint. And then you've got the various decals. And you've also got the booster colour, which of course in Elite Dangerous you have to pay more for that as well. So you got all of those for nothing. Completely free. Whereas if you were playing Elite Dangerous, you probably would have paid somewhere in the region of like about £15 to get all that lot. That's something to think about. Right, anyway, let's just check that I'm doing the right mission. Yes, I am. So I'll take the vessel out, or the Exocraft out. Now, I want to look for I don't want to look for any of those things. What am I searching for? I'll just do it like that, see what happens now. Well, I'm searching for crashed ships, or what's this over here? Let's get out and have a look. Minor settlement. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure whatever it is, I've been there before. So it's saying, yes, locate distress signals using a signal booster and navigation data. Well, I'm using a signal... Ah, signal booster. Right. Whoops. I keep doing that, accidentally right-clicking and using the plasma launcher. Okay, signal booster. Let's see... data. It's got to be distress frequencies then. Well, abandoned building is no good to me unless it's decided it's going to count them. Well, one way to find out. I think it only counts crashed ships towards the community event. But we'll soon find out. How far away is this? Far enough. Of course, like so many other well, I say so many, like all the other Exocraft, this thing doesn't half drink fuel at a hell of a rate. Show me how far there is to go now. There we go, I'm already low on fuel. Well, let's refuel it. It uses a fair old amount. So here we are then, the abandoned base. I'm sure I've been here before, but well, find out. Yeah. So there's not going to be anything here. Fuck all here. Well, let's have another go at using the signal booster. See if we yeah, let's do that one. See if we can find one around here. know if it would actually let me select it. Why the fuck isn't it doing it? So I'm pressing the key to bring up the so I can use my portable technology, and it's not doing anything. I don't know why. Let's get away from here, see if it's because of the close proximity of the building. And it's still not doing it. So at the moment, well, I've got all of these things here, but I can't fucking use them. Yeah, that's not the right things. None of these modes are the right ones. But I'm pressing the key so I can use the the portable technology that I'm carrying, and it's not doing anything, which is fucking annoying. A couple of other changes that have been done is that you can now use the mining laser on any of your exocraft to mine anything you like, not just the basic stuff. So you now have an advanced mining laser fitted, or at least you do once you've got the advanced mining laser upgrade. Oops. Let's see if I can do anything around the site of this. Nope, still not doing it. Let's just go back to the base then. Smash through everything. Another one of my automated mining units. I don't think I bothered fueling it though, no, because at the moment I really don't need indium or chromatic metal, so I just figured there was no point in activating it yet, but it's there should I need to. As you can see, steering this is not my forte. Right, so we're now back at the base, and now it's giving me the chance, but only because of the building option is here. So let's try using the signal booster again. We'll scan distress frequencies, see what we get. This looks more promising, but it's fucking miles away. An hour. too far really for the yeah, too far away I think to use the Exocraft. Let's fly there. Oops. It's been a while since I've actually piloted the ship around my base. Hopefully we are far enough up into the low orbit. No, still can't. Now we should be able to. Vy'keen still got planetary interference. And now, well, it says planetary interference, but it's more the freighters that are doing it. As it is, we're nearly there anyway, so. Now, so often with crash sites, you go there and there is absolutely fuck all there. Looks like for once there actually is a ship here. So, we'll use that. Yeah, that was really useful. Right, let's try this one. Oh, fuck it, I can only play the one. So I have to choose between 1 and 2. Oh well. Right, what's the abandoned starship like? Was surprised it's a fucking piece of shit, so I'm going to leave that there. But that is part of the quest done. As you can see, community research current total 1, so it has gone up by 1. And now I can use all of my bloody yeah, all of my portable technology. So let's have a look, see if we can find another. Look for another distress frequency. Just found one. How far away is this? 2 hours. Alright, let's go and see what's at that one then, shall we? Yeah, you can now also, as you can clearly see, you can see the freighters in close orbit. I haven't bothered sending mine in close orbit of any planet yet. I figured it's probably, well, I don't really need to do that. I might give it a go though, once we're finished here, to see what it looks like. Because my freighter is significantly larger than any of those. Still constantly getting the planetary interference. Right, we shouldn't get it now, but I bet you we fucking will. Yeah. Shouldn't have too much trouble getting in there. Now the last 2 distress beacons, including that one we've just left, that I've visited, have actually had crashed ships there. more often than not, when I go to a distress beacon, there is fuck all there, and it is unbelievably irritating. And it looks like this is another one. Yep, it is. There's nothing there. So if you are actually looking for, you know, a crashed ship for whatever reason, and you arrive and you see this, it gets unbelievably fucking annoying. And all you get is just all this basically written verbal diarrhea. It doesn't tell you anything at all, and you don't gain anything from it either. Yeah, there you go. Fuck all. What a fucking waste of time. And yeah, it is beyond annoying. Anyway, let's head back to the base. And yeah, it's still got the fucking interference. I don't know why it's doing that, unless that's yet another change that just came about today, but I've never had that before. Because it helps with getting to you know, your destination on a planet very quickly if it's like on the other side of the world. So here we are. So the next change then to farming, and I have seen loads of people fucking complaining about this, and they're saying that it makes farming too expensive now. Well, firstly, no it doesn't, and secondly, this change is actually making sure that a feature in the game is working rather than being glitched as it was before. And all these people who are complaining about this change were taking advantage of the previous glitch, and now they can't. They're all crying over it now. Oh, it's not fair. You fucking bunch of cunts. So what it is that you now have to feed the hydroponic trays with either carbon or condensed carbon, you know, that really rare substance in the game, which you have to use to charge up the hydroponic tray. And if it's been long enough since you last harvested, you know, whatever plant you have growing, then once you put the condensed carbon or the regular carbon, whichever you use, into the nutrient distributor, that happens. It grows immediately. Because it has been, say, it's been long enough since the last time you did it. So I know I need star bowls, so I'll do those two. I don't think I really need anything else yet. I'll put it this way, I can't fucking remember. Besides which, I've also got all the plants in the biodomes as well, so I'll stick the star bulbs back in the collection area. But I mean, so the changes to farming are that it makes a lot more sense with regards to the materials you need. You need the seeds of the existing plants so that you can then, plant them and grow more. And the other change is that the hydroponic trays now actually work the way they were supposed to work all the time. And, well, I say you just can't believe the complaints and people fucking blubbing away because, now it's not, piss easy and there isn't the glitch for them to take advantage of anymore. Oh, boo fucking who. Yeah. Right, well, let's go back to the teleporter, and I'll eventually go back to the system I was in, but we're going to make a bit of a detour first. So we were there in the, I don't know if it's Niwati, however you fucking pronounce it, that's where we were. But we are first going to stop here at Ukeli 16. As you can see, economy, mercantile, wealthy. So the reason I come here is because this is a system that will pay a decent price for the fusion igniter. So I get 31,279,188 for selling those two. And if you have the other high value item that you manufacture, what is it, or construct rather, the stasis device, they also pay a good price, high price for that. So once I've constructed those, I stop off here to sell them, and then we go on to the system that I actually wanted to go to, which in this case is, how do you pronounce that one? So we've seen here then there are no missions available of any real value. So what we will do to start with, we'll get old Polo's attention for this community event. There we go. Alright, we'll transmit that data. $600 Quicksilver for that one. And I just know we'll need to find some more actually. What's the second planet in this system like? I can't remember. I know, I didn't bother going to it because I think there's fuck all here. Oh, fuck it, I've accidentally started this again. So yeah, terraforming catastrophe, there'll be nothing there. Well, fuck it, let's land on here and I'll show you another one of the changes that's been introduced. Like a minor settlement. We'll land here. Not been here before. I'm amazed that there's an unidentified plant here. Thought I'd scanned most stuff on this planet. I know there's a couple of animals that I still need to scan, but the chances of finding any of those are slim. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. So yeah, there's only 2 animals left to find. Alright, so I've got a whole 9 nanite clusters for that little lot. Let's see what's happening in here. Well, for once I actually need the navigation data, so I'll take that. Alright, let's see what he is selling. Nothing there that I really want. No, there's no point checking the blueprints, I say here, but yeah, I've already got them all. You don't really use blueprints very often in this, not since the next update. That multi-tool is crap. Let's see what this Corvax wants here. Oh fuck it, they always want me to do something for them. Let's see what it is. You don't find out until you've accepted it. Scan creatures. Well, I'd have to go to another system and then come back here and then, yeah, I can't be asked. Abandon that one. Right. Where did that oxygen come from? Oh, it's all the stuff I was looking for around here, wasn't it? Right, we'll put that there, and then we'll sell those. See if there's anything worth buying. Nothing that I need yet. Okay. Alright, so let's use the old signal booster again. See if there's any around here. Oh, something. $14 hours. Well, I'm not using the fucking Exocraft to get to that one. I also suspect that with it being so far away, this will be one of those where you take ages trying to get to it and then find that there's fuck all there again. Still the fucking planetary interference. Alright, how are we now? There we go. Let's just, yeah, make sure that is selected. And again, absolutely fuck all. I mean, come on, surely, right, the people at fucking Hello Games could not think, yeah, people will enjoy this, going to fucking, you know, distress signals and that, for absolutely fuck all reason. There is nothing there, so you can't check to see if there's a ship worth salvaging. You can't do the community event because there's just fuck all nothing there. So you've just completely wasted your time, and that does get really fucking annoying. I'd say it is the single biggest annoyance of the entire game. Alright, well anyway, as I've already said at least twice before, there's nothing in this system. Let's bugger off out of here. And go somewhere else. Not interested in visiting Atlas stations. Alright. Galactic Core is where we are heading, still. We'll use the economy filter. The colours on the stars with the economy filter just tell you the actual type of trading, the type of items that they trade in. It doesn't tell you about how valuable the system is. So trying to find a high value system is still just a case of blind luck. I'm still looking at systems that are too far away. It's got nothing there. Medium supply, no, don't want that. Sustainable, not really high enough. Comfortable, that sounds okay. And it's a GEC one, 3 planets. Alright, let's go there. I think there might be a good chance of some S-class vessels here. And it's the S-class hauler that I want, so with this being a GEC system, this might not be too bad. I didn't see the 2 moons as well. Alright, well let's change the active mission for now, because otherwise every time I use the scanner it will constantly alert them not waiting for me in the anomaly. Right, radioactive planet. Yeah, the main one's behind me. That looks like it's going to have fuck all on it. Dead planet, nothing there. This one. Activated copper, so wandering around on that planet is going to be a bit of a cunt. Bit of a mixed bag, this place. Anyway, let's carry on to the space station and see if there are any missions worth doing here. Fucking GEC. I hate the GEC. I haven't bothered with their language too much, even though their language is the easiest of the ones to learn, because you don't need much in the way of resources. It's just 10 units per word. Planetary depot, right, I'll have you. I won't do the assault freighter because, well, I've got plenty of quantum processors already, and I have a feeling attacking a freighter single-handedly is likely to be a bit tough. So I'll do that after this. Ah, whenever I see these sort of freight haulers, they have the potential to be pretty good. Let's see what he's selling. Fuck all. Alright, what's he buying? What's his... Oh, his ship's a fucking useless piece of shit, so... Okay, yeah, he did have the Quicksilver that I earned. Right, let's check out these... let's check out the... depot here. Radioactive. What's my okay, well, heat one I'll do. Radiation is a bit low, do that. Looks like the old starship could do with warp thrust and the warp cell. So that's 5 of my warp cells used. Because of all the upgrades I fitted to this ship, with the hyperdrive filled, it will do, it's between 20 and 25 jumps before I need to fill it again, which isn't bad. Particularly handy if there is some enriched carbon available around here. Damn it, they fucking spotted me as soon as I arrived. Alright, nitrogen salt's handy. I need quite so many. Herox don't really need, nitrogen, hell. And nitrogen salt again. Well, didn't get as much as I hoped for. My shields are pretty strong. I can stand here and take it all while I scan the animals and that plant. So they're firing away, but yeah, not really doing anything. The shields have been upgraded so much that yeah, I don't need to worry about them too well at all. Oh, there's some more animals over there. Go and scan them. Now out of view. Okay. Well, the shield is now about halfway down. 200 for that. Scan that. 62,932 just for scanning that. That's a mineral, not valuable. So whatever animal is over here, it's not one of those I've just scanned. What the fuck was that? Yeah. What was its starting to scan. Fucking mineral. And the sentinels have now given up trying to find me. Do I need any gamma root? No, I don't think I do, because that's for making lubricant for the living glass, and I've already got some of that in storage, so no, I won't worry about that too much. And the other thing I'm not going to do while I'm here is scan the waypoint, the flag, because if you do, and you get another mission to destroy depots, the chances are it will bring you back here. If you scanned it, it will have memorized that you've been here before. If you haven't scanned it, yeah, it won't notice. So it will reset the instance, and you can complete that mission. Unfortunately, it will give you exactly the same resources, which for me, yeah, they weren't particularly useful around here. It's a lot of stuff that I've already got plenty of. I don't think there's much more worth scanning. It could be argued that scanning minerals so it only pays 200 isn't worth doing anyway, especially as I currently have 2.1 billion units. But nevertheless, we'll upload these discoveries. Yeah, it didn't do the waypoint. So 79 nanite clusters there, not bad. See there, no planetary interference, but I'm a lot closer to the planet there than I was when I was heading to any of those supposed crash sites. Here, fly around the station, and call in my freighter, my capital ship. It's ludicrously large. Okay, let's see what this cunt wants. Well, I know what he wants. Yeah, I'm not paying. He wants 2.9 million. Fuck off. Right, where are they? Right behind the freighter, or right in front of it, actually, yeah. They haven't been defeated yet, but that's because one of my combat frigates has just launched a load of defence fighters to help me out against these two cunts. Now, I don't really like fighting here because, yeah, I was about to fire on my own cargo price. Alright, so that's that cut down. And the second one is behind me. That come down and all. You can see it's in lockdown, and if we were on that on the ship at the time, we'd now be absolutely fucked. Couldn't fucking dock or leave. Anyway, now that that is there, that will provide some backup fighters if I decide I'm going to take on that freighter in that other mission here, which I think I will. So 247 nanites, so I'm nearly at 33,000. Right, assault a freighter. And I'm only going to get one quantum processor for this, but well, I've never done this mission before. Client is in possession of a defective rate and a generous insurance. Right, well, let's see how you actually go about doing this, because I have no idea. Freighter coordinates received. Okay, now I've got a timer as well. Right. Where? My freighter is still in lockdown. Where are they? Oh, behind me. There we go. There we are. So does this mean all I have to do is destroy the enemy ships? That's two. Is that it? Oh no, freighter pods destroyed. Right. Okay. Where's the signal that tells me which freighter I have to destroy? It's still there. Okay, well, it's showing me my freighter and the space station, but it's not showing me what freighter I'm meant to be attacking, if indeed I'm meant to be attacking any of them. I've destroyed some enemy ships, and I'm not really seeing anything else. You know, it's even highlighting a recruitable frigate here. doesn't seem to be letting me recruit it though. Possibly because that's the enemy. Well, yeah, it's a frigate that's accompanying the freighter I'm meant to destroy. But it's not showing me it's showing me absolutely fuck all nothing. Well, let's see what happens then if we destroy the cargo pod. No, it says decreased. So that was clearly not the right one. Oh, fuck it. Well, I don't know where the fuck I went wrong with that one then. Well, I do know. I attacked enemy ships, but that was it. But it's quite handy to know that I can get a load of platinum that way. I'll keep the lemium. I need that. But that's it. I can sell everything else I've got. Now that mission is still selected, so what I'm going to do is sell what I've picked up here. Okay. Well, I don't want to sell a Herox, so I'll keep that. Yeah, I didn't realise I still had some of that. Oh, there it is. No wonder I didn't pay any attention to it. I'm so used to that slot being taken up with warp cells. Right. And now we'll get the restore point saved. Go back into the ship. We'll launch again and see what happens this time. Will it now highlight the vessel I'm meant to be taking on? Doesn't look like it. No, absolutely fuck all. So those assaulting freighter missions look like being a fucking great pain in the arse. Is my freighter still in fucking lockdown? Was there a stray shot that, yeah. So one of my shots accidentally hit it. So it stays in lockdown pretty much permanently now until I move it. Let's have a go at doing that. Alright, so here it is, and now it's working fine. That, I think, is one of the reasons why the the bugs with the capital ships hasn't been sorted out, because there is a workaround for it. Anyway, I now haven't got a clue what freighter I'm supposed to destroy, so I'm going to abandon that mission. Fuck 'em. In which case, let's have a look on here and see if there's anything worth doing on the mission pad here. There's another planetary depot, but this one will get me a cryogenic chamber, which which is much more useful, so I'm going to do that one. Planetary Harvester, these missions are quite easy. Fuck is it? Over here. Top that up a bit. Like this particular building is in a bit of a cunty spot. There it is. Now, is it going to start the countdown as soon as I get out? No. Good. Fucking actually start. What the fucking hell you do? There we go. Right, and I can also scan this because this doesn't matter if it sends you back here. Alright, so now I have just over a minute to get in and get the industrial secrets. That won't be a problem. Get out of the way, you fucking cunt. Okay, one last blast. There we go. Download data. Right, there we go. That mission's done. In a minute it will say that the mission has failed. You can ignore that. So we've got the data wipe imminent, and there we go. Data wipe's mission failed. It hasn't failed. I'd already downloaded the data beforehand, so nothing to worry about there. Oh, fucking hell. If I could be asked to search all that lot, there's probably quite a few material resources there. And there. Is he so... Oh, okay. You want to do me, can't you? That's one way of sorting them out. So I think that just leaves the fucking walker. Here we go. There's another quad around somewhere. He didn't like that much. But yeah, I mean the shields that I've got on this are so strong that yeah, I can just stand here doing this and I'm alright. There we go, one walker down. My shots won't hit him because he's inside the boundaries of the actual building. Now I should be okay. There we go. I have a feeling there are now going to be quite a few sentinels en route. I'll still stop and scan this. Oh no, they're searching. So there aren't any actually in the area. Well, that's handy. I'll wait for them to give up before I leave, because otherwise I'll have a load of sentinels following me out in space. Right, what did I get for all that lot? Well, obviously the walker brain. So 3 quad servos, 228 pugnium, and not a whole hell of a lot else. That was handy. Well, the nitrogen there would come in handy to make nitrogen salt. Or it would do if I hadn't picked up fucking 12 of them at the same time. Okay, so there is another sentinel around, but yeah, for some reason he seems to be stuck wherever he is, so he's not coming to find us. And there we go, right, so that's the sentinels, they've stopped. Now head back to, well, I don't know if it will be the bridge of my capital ship or if it will be the space station. Oh, it is actually going to the capital ship. There we go. Oh, let's have a look to see if any of these freighters are worth recruiting. Or indeed if I can recruit them. But I thought that bug had been sorted out, but it... not sure now if it has been. Well, this one is definitely not recruitable, but then it doesn't have the icon either, so... look about here? Ah, so this one is, but it didn't show the icon. Combat Specialist B, no, nothing in the red. Yeah, I'll have that. That's my 15th frigate. So now I just need another industrial one. I can't remember what they look like. So that frigate cost me 4 million, so oh dear, I've only got 2,146,000,000 left. Going on here, because that's my capital ship, that's the space station, and it's saying that the Galactic Commission terminal is there. Whoops. Why? Well, let's land on my capital ship and see if it will take it. Doesn't look like it is. So much for these last couple of updates fixing all of the glitches that I'd encountered. There we go, right, complete mission. So it was just trying to send me in completely the wrong direction. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. Portable reactor, well that's fucking handy as well. I have a feeling this is going to send me right back to exactly where I was. But I'll do it because the portable reactor is more than useful. Almost certain it is sending me right back to exactly the same place. It was only the one. See, that's worth 3.8 million on its own. You think, yeah, that's not bad. But yeah, combine that with a quantum processor, which I don't have on me, and some iridescite, and it's worth 15.6 million. exactly the same spot, just the other side of this big old mountain here. It's more like a plateau, you know what I mean. Now hopefully, although I don't know for sure, but hopefully I won't even need to break in this time. The door should already still be open, unless that is one thing they fixed. Yep. So I'll just walk in, and download the data, bosh, mission accomplished. But I can't take any of these again. So again, it says mission failed, but no, ignore that. It's not failed at all. Alright, let's see if it will actually send us to the right place this time. Should wait for the sentinels to stop looking for me. This is another manufacturing facility. There is a limit to what I can get from these because I've already got everything that I can, so all I'm getting now are nanite clusters. What's the betting? I'll fuck this one up. Liquid something leak, increased temperature. Well, coolant flow sounds like liquid, so let's have a look. No, okay. So bollocks that up. Nothing in there. Looks like that's all that's here. As I say, I've already unlocked all the stuff that I can manufacture, so, or construct, or whatever you want to call it. So all I would have changed from there is more nanite clusters, although I wouldn't say no to some more nanite clusters. Hopefully that means it's sending me back to the fucking space station. Yeah, see, I can use the pulse drive even while I was that close to the planet's surface this time. It's not very consistent. I had the last of me tea. But not the last of me fags. Okay, this looks like it's sending me to the wrong fucking place again because that's nowhere near my capital ship, and it's certainly nowhere near the docking station either. So, fuck 'em. Well, we've seen that it works anyway, so we'll just head straight in now. Right, so I've got a portable reactor. Again, only the one, but still very handy indeed. Right, radiant planetary harvester now will get me a superconductor. Actually, it'll get me 2 of those. But I can only do the same fucking mission so many times before I'm bored with it. So I'll leave that for now. Let's go back to the space station. Just realised this video was only meant to be short. It seems like it's going on for a fucking age. So what I'll do, we'll land here, and I think that will do for this one. So there you are, some new additions to No Man's Sky. But there are still some issues to be sorted out. Nevertheless, unlike a certain other space sim game by a certain other developer, they are actually attempting to sort out the issues with this one. Yeah, this mission is back again. I might try that again, but not right now. Anyway, so that will do. That is No Man's Sky for now. So in the meantime, go away.